What's going on, guys? It's Dipsy-Doo, Zachary here, bringing you another Call of Duty video, it seems like, of course, but this is a 56-2 quad Warthog gameplay, triple VSAT, I believe, with a nuclear, and stay tuned for the nuclear because that is at the very end of the game, and the instrumental cuts, I would say about 30 to 35 seconds before the game ends. So I decided I'm going to tell you guys a little story here today. I think I'm going to bring a new series called Storytelling with Dipsy-Doo, and I think I'm going to bring you guys a story depending on how much you enjoy them or anybody else enjoys them or anything like that. I plan on bringing you guys a story from here on out about, I would say, once or twice a week, depending on the response it gets. And so, yeah, let's get into it. This was my first ever time, excuse me if you heard the background noise, this is my first ever time fighting back a bully. Now, this was back in 6th grade, and by the way, I finally got a free trial for Sony Vegas Pro, so I'm working on the editing and stuff like that. So this is where it's coming from, and I'm doing my best to get all this out here. So the commentaries are coming back from the one and only Dipsy-Doo Zachary. Now, let's get into the story. Okay, I was in 6th grade. Of course, I'm not going to reveal the school, but I don't really live close to there anymore. It was a decent-sized school with a pretty good number of people. We had decent test scores. I think we were the 3rd middle school in the state, like as far as test scores go, like 1st, 2nd. We had 3rd place as far as test scores went for that middle school in the state at that time. I don't know currently what it is now. All I'm saying is we had a decent sized middle school, decent education, and a decent amount of people. So there was this one guy, of course, the bully, and I'm not going to reveal his name, but he played football. I would say he was, I wouldn't say twice my size, but, he was bigger than me. And at the time, I would say I was probably 5 foot something, maybe 5'8", 5'9", something like that. I don't know. I was decent height, and I was chubby in 6th grade. I was pretty chubby. I wish I had a picture to show you guys, but that's what I looked like. I was pretty chubby. So yeah, kind of short and chubby. So that was awesome. That was my 6th grade look. That's how I swagged out, and that's how I went. No, only kidding. But I never had problems with this guy, like never. To begin the year, he actually had played baseball too, and I had known him from that because I tried out for the middle school team that year. I did not make it, but I tried out. So we talked and stuff during that. I wouldn't say we were friends, but you always have those people that you sort of walk past in the hallway and you're like, what's up, this, that, and the other, how's your day going? You can always have a conversation with them, but they're not the type of people you just go out of your way to hang out with. So this all took place in gym because I had gym class and stuff like that. So this all took place in gym, and it was over a girl. And if I had to say, man, girls have to be, without a shadow of a doubt, within the top 3 of like starting fights. Like that's what has to be in the top 3 of how like fights start, is over women or girls or something like that. And in 6th grade, I was fighting over a girl. I can't believe I wasn't really fighting over her, and I can't really say I got in a fight because of her, but what got me in that fight was associating with her, and we'll get into that now. So he liked the girl at the time, but she didn't like him. She liked me, and we had always been friends since the start of 6th grade. This took place about once half the year of 6th grade was over. So about after Christmas break. But she had liked me, She didn't like him, she liked me, and he liked her. So of course she was hanging with me and talking to me and sort of flirting with me, and of course I was flirting back, you know, because I like that type of attention. And one day when we dressed out, she said, when you come out of the locker room, meet me behind the bleachers, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, oh, okay, because before we started, we always warmed up, stretched, and walked around the gym. So I met her behind the bleachers. She kissed me and put my hands on her boobs. And, you know, I did the feel and squeeze, this, that, and the other. You know, when you get that opportunity, it's just, it is what it is. So after that, word had got out because she was telling her friends and stuff like that, and she was telling them that I liked her and that we were together and stuff like that, which clearly that was not the case. That happened a little later on down the line, but it was only for like 2 weeks, stuff like that. It was more the same stuff, just kissing and touching on each other at a very young age. So it was cool at the time being, but it got old really fast, and that's the only reason why I even went with her, is because I liked her for that reason only. I liked that type of attention she was giving me. I never liked her like that, but we had always been friends and were cool after that. So that was that. It never lasted, but we were friends. And he had gotten mad at me and started calling me a faggot and this, that, and the other, and pushing me and putting me in headlocks and pushing me into lockers. So one day, it was maybe a month after that, we get into the locker room, right, and I'm dressing out, and 4 of his friends, him including 3 other friends, come in, the bully and 3 other friends, and they started cussing me out and calling me faggot and all this, you know, all the bullshit, right? And so my friends, I had 2 other friends with me, and they're like, you need to whoop his ass. And there's a lot of them and stuff like that. I can't clarify this is exactly what they said, but like, you need to whoop his ass, this, that, and the other. And, you know, if they beat you up or jump you or something, we'll be there to either tell or back you up or break it up or whatever. And I was like, all right. And my stomach was rumbling, man. I did not want to fight. I wanted nothing to do with that. So one of his friends took it upon himself to throw a shoebox at me. And the corner of a shoebox, if you get hit with that son of a bitch hard enough, it hurts. And he hit me in the back of the head with the corner of a shoebox. So I turned around and I was like, what the fuck? You know, why'd you do that? And he was like, what are you gonna do? I stood there, I walked up to him, stood up, bowed up on him, punched him in the face once, and I was shocked. I just punched him, and he sat down and started crying. I kid you not. I'm not being Mr. Badass here or anything like that. So the bully jumped in, got me in the headlock, and I couldn't breathe. I really couldn't breathe, so I had to defend myself in any way I could. I took him by his head, flipped him over my back, and sucker punched him twice. And the other 2 kids went to the teacher and told on me. Long story short, I got 2 days in ISS for punching that other kid in the face and for pretty much winning the fight with the bully. And I'm not being badass, like I said. This is exactly what happened. This is the story and all how it unfolded. So if you enjoyed the story, please leave a like, subscribe today. This is the end of the commentary. 56-2 quad Warthog, triple VSAT, I believe, with a nuclear at the end. It doesn't get any better than that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.